into divorce, right? Okay. So it was a rough first few years. It was just like it's not easy because I think, your personal feelings get involved. And then at some point you just have to be like, what's the best thing for the kids?
Yes. Shaunie O'Neal recently opened up about her experience co-parenting with ex-husband Shaquille O'Neal after their high-profile divorce. While their marriage garnered public attention, the true challenge came in managing co-parenting with two strong personalities. How does it feel to navigate this journey, especially when your ex is a global superstar? Shaunie shares her honest reflections.
Yeah, I think we both support each other. Like, I used to tease him and be like, could you please hurry up and get a wife? And then you could stop, randomly FaceTiming me and talking about your day.
The early years of co-parenting between Shaunie O'Neal and Shaquille O'Neal were challenging, as Shaunie herself admits. It was not easy, she says, reflecting on the emotional tension and struggles they faced after their divorce. The couple's marriage, which began in 2002, was high profile and often in the public eye. Shaq, a legendary basketball player, and Shaunie, a successful businesswoman and creator of Basketball Wives, were two very strong personalities. However, their marriage ultimately ended in 2007 after several years of marriage, and their split was widely covered in the media.
Some people would say, oh, well, you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, I think, yes, you do, but at the same time, you do think, okay, we're getting married, we're having kids, we're a family.
Shaunie reveals that the hardest part of the first years of co-parenting was keeping their children's well-being the priority, despite their personal struggles. We were both trying to figure out our own lives while making sure the kids were okay, she says. With Shaq adjusting to life without her by his side, and Shaunie balancing single motherhood with a blossoming career, there was a lot of emotional turmoil. Our interactions were tense at first. We both had to learn how to communicate better, she admits. The journey was tough, but over time, they managed to find common ground for the sake of their children.
For the past few months, my family has been going through a lot. Did you pack your bag?
Yeah, it's time there. How long are you gonna be there? 3 to 5 days?
5 to 7.
It wasn't just about learning how to communicate in a co-parenting dynamic. It was about dealing with the deep-rooted emotions that came from the divorce. Shaunie shared that while they didn't always see eye to eye, they both had to step back and think about what was best for their children. It was all about putting our feelings aside and doing what's best for them, Shaunie said.
Like, I'm not, get a girlfriend or something. I don't know.
Dang, Shaunie!
We kind of teased each other in that way.
Shaunie's openness about the journey of emotional healing is one that many people can relate to. After a breakup, especially a high-profile one, personal feelings often collide with responsibilities. Shaunie admitted that there were times when she questioned whether things could ever feel normal again. However, over time, she realized that this new normal could work, once they both accepted that it was necessary to let go of old baggage.
And look, I was just being greedy. I had the perfect situation. Wife was finer than a mug. Kept giving me babies, still finer than a mug.
Shaunie revealed that the turning point in their relationship came when they realized they had to make the kids their top priority. As she said, at some point you have to be like, what's the best thing for the kids, period? This mindset shift allowed them to move past their personal issues and get down to the business of being parents who share a life, but no longer share a home.
It's a long time. Can't cut it short.
You're having heart surgery. I can't imagine you're going to be out of the hospital in 3 days.
Shaunie and Shaquille O'Neal's children have played a significant role in shaping their co-parenting journey, especially during the early years of their divorce. At the time of their split, their kids were quite young, which added a layer of difficulty for Shaunie in helping them navigate the changes. Their eldest son, Sharif, was 12 years old, while their other children, Shakira, Amira, Shakir, and their youngest, Miara, were all much younger, with Miara only 3.
Oh, bless you. Wow.
My oldest
a lot of kids.
20.
They're beautiful.
Yes.
So who was the youngest when you initially got divorced?
Miara was the youngest. She was 3.
Okay.
Shaunie reflected on the emotional impact of the divorce on their kids, particularly Miara, who didn't have any memories of the family being together. She doesn't remember us as a family, Shaunie shared, explaining how hard it was for Miara to hear her older siblings talk about the old days. This realization weighed heavily on Shaunie, who felt a deep sense of loss for what her youngest daughter hadn't been able to experience as part of a complete family unit.
I had it all, just sometimes and I don't make excuses. I know I messed up. And then, when I didn't have that, I was lost.
Despite the challenges, both Shaunie and Shaq have worked hard to stay involved in their children's lives. Shaunie acknowledged that while Shaq may have been physically distant, he remained emotionally invested in his kids, ensuring their bond with him was never lost. Through their commitment to co-parenting, Shaunie and Shaq have managed to support their kids in adjusting to the changes, always prioritizing their well-being above all.
You know what? This will all stop. It'll all go away, like Tinkerbell. And you're just the one that's like, okay, you look at those kids, you're a family and you got to put that first.
One of the most interesting parts of Shaunie's co-parenting journey was how she learned from other parents who had gone through similar experiences. Shaunie shared that after the divorce, she started paying more attention to how others co-parented and drew inspiration from their stories. She said, "I heard other people's stories and was like, wow, you do that. That's a lot." The stories she heard from other co-parents helped her develop new strategies for maintaining a positive relationship with Shaq and creating a harmonious environment for their kids.
During a routine checkup with Sharif, getting cleared to play basketball, they discovered that he had a right anomalous coronary artery.
She also gave credit to Shaq for being willing to adapt. As she put it, Shaq has some input in their co-parenting, but she doesn't shy away from admitting that, more often than not, she takes the lead. "I do 95% of the work," she joked, referring to the heavy lifting of parenting, but added that Shaq always tries to stay involved, whether it's through FaceTime calls or making sure the kids feel his presence even if he's physically not there.
76,000 square foot house by yourself. Lost. No kids. Go to the gym, nobody's playing in the gym. You go to their room, nobody's there. You start to feel it.
Shaunie O'Neal's experience of co-parenting with Shaquille O'Neal was made even more difficult by the constant media attention that followed their divorce. Their high-profile relationship and split were followed by millions, adding immense pressure to an already emotionally taxing situation. In an interview, Shaunie admitted, "It's not easy having your personal life under a microscope." The public scrutiny often felt overwhelming, but over time, Shaunie developed a thicker skin and became less concerned about what others thought.
I have 3 daughters and I have 3 sons. 3 sons. When you're 18, get out. Get out.
As the years passed, she learned to focus on what truly mattered: her family and her own well-being. "You can't keep thinking about how the world sees you," Shaunie reflected. "You just have to focus on what's right in front of you." This shift in perspective allowed her to prioritize her children and her personal growth over the noise of tabloid headlines and online commentary.
An artery that just grows in the wrong place. He was born with it. He literally could have died from it.
Her resilience and honesty through the process have earned her widespread respect. Fans admire Shaunie for being candid about her struggles, whether through her role on Basketball Wives or in her personal social media posts. She's built a reputation for being both tough and relatable, showing that despite the public challenges, it's possible to stay grounded and focused on what truly matters.
Now, while you're out, better get 1 degree, 2 degrees before you come messing with me. Like, I'm not just gonna be funding stuff because you want to do it. I did to them like somebody did to me.
Shaunie's journey of co-parenting isn't just a story of the past. It's an ongoing process. Even though they've come a long way since their divorce, Shaunie makes it clear that this is a lifelong commitment. Shaunie emphasised that there are still bumps along the way, but they've reached a point where they understand each other's boundaries and have learned to coexist as friends, not just parents. It's a complicated dynamic, but one that has led to healthier interactions and better co-parenting for the sake of their children.
They let us know that, Sharif needs open heart surgery. I felt my heart break.
In fact, Shaunie's transparency about how hard the journey has been has earned her admiration from fans and fellow co-parents. The fact that she's able to share her experiences so openly is something many people respect. "It's not always easy, but we're doing it," she said, adding that it's important for people to know that the road to co-parenting success isn't always paved with roses.
But I think, I think he always tells me he wants to have more kids. So I'm like, well, knock yourself out, because, have a good time with that one. I think
Shaunie O'Neal's candid approach to co-parenting with Shaquille O'Neal sparked a variety of reactions from fans. Many social media followers praised her for her transparency and strength, applauding how she turned her challenges into a platform for helping others. One fan wrote, "Shaunie's journey shows that no matter how tough things get, you can still thrive." Others admired how she prioritized her children's happiness and well-being, even amid personal turmoil.
Things are going to change. And that's probably a complete delusional thought process. Right. But you do think that, or you have those hopes and
However, some fans expressed skepticism regarding Shaq's role in the process. A few questioned whether his high-profile career allowed him to truly understand the day-to-day struggles of co-parenting, with one comment noting, "Shaq might be emotionally involved, but does he truly get what it takes every day?" Despite these mixed reactions, the overall sentiment was one of admiration for Shaunie's resilience and dedication to her family. Fans appreciated her willingness to share her story, seeing it as a source of inspiration.
He supports me in a relationship. I support him. We have a great, co-parenting relationship.
Shaunie O'Neal's journey as a mother and co-parent has been anything but easy. From dealing with the complexities of a public divorce to finding a way to co-parent with one of the world's most famous athletes, Shaunie's story is a testament to the power of perseverance, love, and dedication to family. Though the road was rough, Shaunie's message is clear. It's possible to navigate even the most challenging relationships when you put your children first.
Seriously, it took us a long time to get there. Don't get me wrong. It was not an easy journey, but...
What do you think about Shaunie and Shaq's approach to co-parenting? Do you think it's something other celebrities could learn from? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Celeb Titbits for more insider gossip.